Too much excitement isn't good for you right now. Relax. You can then continue your search with renewed energy.
Our medics are excited about anything that looks like an unresearched organism. Torgent, I have here the only preserved remains of an Illochim, or Yiladzimii, as the Arcanites call them. I would certainly be prepared to entrust them to you for your research purposes.
That would be a rather rare organism. But how do I know you're not going to palm a Posencow bone off on me?
You would have recognized that ages ago. And you have the guarantee of the Regent of the League of Free Terrans. How about it? Do we have a deal?
What do you want for it?
Answers, information, and the truth for once.
I'm just a medic. What do I know? You have to understand, Regent, that there are very powerful forces on Calladeus. Cato the Trumort has been working here for so long. I'm just a medic.
Cato works here? Alone? For Turacell or for another employer?
I don't know anything about that.
Of course you do, but you're afraid. Give me a clue. Otherwise, we don't have a deal.
But if I tell you what I know about the Trumort and his employer today, I'll be a dead Ara tomorrow. And then I won't benefit from this Illochim bone either. Mad Hamilton. No one knows what his real name is. He gets himself checked out here regularly.
But your treatments are expensive. How can he afford them?
Well, he's a crazy adventurer and treasure hunter. I don't know anyone else who's been in the lower levels so long or so frequently. Most find only illness or death there. Only someone like Hamilton finds mysterious and valuable things there. He does me a favor, I do him one, and we both benefit.
What's on the lower levels?
The illness, death, and decay. Nothing that would interest you, Regent.
But if I really wanted to go there, wouldn't I need an anti-serum to protect myself from the illness?
Regent, if we had something like that, then we could lift the quarantine.
You've had it for ages, I know you guys. So the Illochim bone no longer seems to interest you.
It's very difficult to make. The costs exceed that which one usually...
Give it to me, I'll pay for it.
I need to go and get it.
Hey, stranger. Do you have a cigarette, perhaps?
No, I stopped smoking a long time ago.
Never mind. It causes cancer anyway. I'm Ulban Krems. And you? What are you doing here?
Laszlo Dekonu. I'm looking for Cato de Trumort. He has...
Whatever. If you're looking for him, then you've lost already. Here they call him Scorgon, the Invisible One. If you have questions, you should talk quietly and make it quick. They see and hear everything, and it will be no laughing matter when the Ara comes back.
No idea how this is supposed to work.
Hamilton isn't mad. Anyone who's been frequenting the lower levels for such a long time must have a crystal clear mind. He's a guru for us fortune hunters, a teacher. I learned everything I know about surviving down here from him.
I heard that he's looking for something deep down in the mines.
He looks for all kinds of stuff down there. He sells most of it at Igarsha's, and they know each other well. But I think he's also got a deal with the Aras, although I don't exactly know how it works.
But that can't be the reason for putting himself in danger all the time.
Between you and me, Hamilton is one of those who are convinced that Quaterbat is the actual ruler of Calladeus. He's been looking for him ever since.
What are the lower levels?
Elmo Dater is one gigantic mine. No one really knows how big it is or how far down it reaches. There's no light anymore after the 23rd level. Certain death awaits you there. That's why they're also called the Black Levels.
Let's say I wanted to go to the Black Levels. How would I get there?
If you really want to get there, I can arrange access for you. It'll cost a little something, though.
Whatever you want.
Eyes. I want to be able to see with proper eyes again before I leave this filthy, dried-up moon. These cheap Ara implants are terrible. Everything looks blurry and two-dimensional.
And where can I get real eyes here?
No idea. But getting onto the Black Levels isn't easy either.
What are the lower levels?
Elmo,
Let's say I
if
want...
you really want to get...
Whatever you want.
Eyes.
And where can
No idea. I don't know anything at all about Cato personally. He's very powerful here. But there are far more potent forces.
What kind of forces? Who controls this planet?
Whoever controls the flow of Sheed probably has the most power on this dying moon. No one knows exactly who that is, but there are some who claim it's an omnipotent hacker called Quaterbat.
And the Arcanite government?
Them? The Divine Empire gets paid to look the other way. They just make sure that no one outside of this degenerate eyesore finds out what really goes on here.
I told you to refrain from contact with other patients. The risk of infection is much too high here, and I'm afraid our medical care is very limited due to the special circumstances.
Save your breath. So, have you got something for me?
Of course. Why do you think I took so long? You're healthy. If you would follow me, please. Let's get down to business. Please, give me that bone.
You'll have to be patient a little longer. I want to get something for a friend beforehand, and I'll be counting on your valued support when I get back.
As you wish, Regent. But my patience will soon be exhausted, and the anti-serum will remain here in the meantime. Good luck.
I know Ulbun Krems. A fortune hunter like Hamilton, but unfortunately not as lucky. Since then he's been wearing those wretched viewing lenses, poor guy.
That's exactly what this is about, Agarsha. He's going to get me access to the lower levels if I get him real eyes in return.
Real eyes? Organ trade is strictly prohibited here, sweetheart. But why don't you go to Echodim and ask for Macro de Thrang? You can get all kinds of illegal things from him. Organs, information, hired killers. Tell him I said hello.
I'm looking for a certain Macro de Thrang.
And what makes you think he's here?
Igarsha sent me.
So you want to see Macro? Does he know you're coming?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then things could get very uncomfortable for you. He doesn't really like people just dropping in. You'll find him back there in the booth. Tell the doorman you want to see Macro. Good luck.
You're not allowed in, Broskoy.
I want to see Macro de Thrang.
Yeah, he's... Oh, the Terran. I've been waiting for you.
The grapevine.
Exactly. That's how it is in small, straightforward little clans. By the way, do you want me to address you as Regent, or may I call you Perry?
That medic obviously isn't particularly discreet.
Never trust an Ara. Aras aren't in the slightest bit sociable, but everyone has its price. What can I do for you?
Olban Krem sent me. He wants me to get a pair of eyes from you.
Get them from me? Get them from me? Now will you listen to that? Do I look like a charity or something? What is that blind Zanya thinking, anyway?
Everyone has his price.
You have no idea how things work around here. However, there is something that I'm missing. A little doll, you know. The creature puppets the Brews have. That silly superstition.
Perhaps. So?
Well, I've lost one of those things. It cost me a fortune, which is why it means so much to me. It's a naive representation of the Brew creature. I'm sure you know what it looks like.
Why don't you look for it yourself, or have your men look for it?
Well, that would take time, and we're very busy. And since you're already here searching for something, and you would like dear Macro to do you a favor, you could do him a favor in return. A doll, Regent Perry, that's all. As soon as it's here, you'll get the eyes.
Okay, let's summarize. Still no sign of Cato, and therefore no sign of Mandra. At least he's known here, and he's pretty powerful too. But the one who's calling the shots here, or who's really in the know at least, seems to be this Quater Bat. I've got to find him. For that I have to go to the lower levels, and for that I need eyes for Krems. And it doesn't look as though I'll be able to avoid Macro.
Yes. What is it? No, we're too deep down. I can't get your image, but I can see your ugly face as clearly as if you were in front of me. Yes, of course. You'll get it. What is it? That can't be true. Oh, that Immortal's really getting on my nerves. Shut your mouth. Ephraim?
Stopan?
Connect me with Takio. Rhodan is in Elmo data. He must under no circumstances be given access.
Takio will not disappoint you, Stopan.
She can do whatever she likes with him as far as I'm concerned. All I want is to finally get my hands on Diamond's notebook.
You will soon have it, Stopan.